just want to show you, and feel free to make comments about these. We really deliberately didn't want to show the names of the people who shot different things. We want this to be a contest about the pictures and, you know, less about that. But if you guys want to make comments and say like, hey, that's my picture of a cardinal, you know, feel free. And please, you know, I love all the interaction, don't you? How people congratulate each other and say like, I like that shot, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and show you the entries we put together. Just a video that shows you some of the different entries we had. What a variety, right?
A lot of variety.
That's a common scene we see around the summertime.
It is. And of course, we're very appreciative of all the entries that are sent in, all different types, all different skill levels, and all of them are good.
Yes, they are. And you know what I love? And this is one of the reasons that we did this when I was going through and making this video. I just love how they really depict the seasons so beautifully. You can't ask for a better way to depict the seasons. I know. that might be the first entry of chickens we've ever had.
Yes, and they're birds.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know where you're watching. Lee, let's see. Lee Moss is watching from Kennesaw. Thanks, Lee. And I believe that Lee does have some entries here. But I love, don't you love, like you see the snow and the birds in the snow, and then you see the birds in the summer and spring.
And that's a good reminder to tell everybody that, hey, take pictures of all seasons.
Right.
And get them ready for next year's entries. And because we need, since they go for a calendar, we certainly need pictures for all seasons.
Absolutely. And also, we're going to talk a lot today about nesting. So if you have weird places around your house where the birds are nesting, we'd love to see that. Do you like to take pictures of the eggs in the nest, Richard?
Yes, I do. And it's I don't know, it just looks right. You see the eggs down in the nest, it's like, oh yeah, that's what's supposed to be there.
And it's just beautiful.
And the different colors of eggs and the different types of birds and the different types of nest.
Yeah,
it's all very fascinating to me. I've been looking at things like that for a long time, and it never gets old.
I know. I always love. We have bluebird houses. It's great to see them picking out the houses and nesting. Look at this one, just stopped midair. And I noticed that we had a lot of woodpeckers this time.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see a variety of birds as well. Yeah. Bluebirds, goldfinches, cardinals. We see a ton of those. Yeah. Those are just some of the naturally, vibrant birds that people love to see. So Harrison Levy said, I entered. It's my first time ever entering my photography into a contest. Oh, that's great. We're so glad that you did, Harrison.
And good luck to you.
Absolutely. Yes. So many different types of photography. You see sometimes where the bird is just, that stop motion, I think it is, where they're just flying and they've stopped it. See a lot of that with the hummingbirds. And then, of course, just, when they're singing or eating, that kind of thing, that's always fun.
And something all these pictures remind me of is these are taken in people's yards.
Yeah.
This is what's in everybody's backyard. It feeds the birds.
Yeah. Absolutely. You don't have to go anywhere.
See these things.
Yeah, that's the thing that's about it. It's so entertaining to feed the birds and to be able, you just can sit and watch them. You don't need any other entertainment.
I could sit here and watch these pictures all day.
I could too. I made this video and I'll tell you, I just couldn't, I just kept watching it. And I was a little rushed because we just closed everything on June 1st. So we had a chance to go back through and, today I put them all together, but I just kept watching it. I just absolutely love it.
Again, I want to thank everybody who's sent in entries for
Absolutely.
This. We end up making some absolutely, if I may say so, gorgeous calendars
Absolutely.
out of these things. And been doing this for some years, and every year it's like I look at them and I'm surprised at how good looking those calendars are from these pictures that have been sent in.
Oh, yeah. And that's what's so much fun about it. You could have professional photographers take the pictures, but it's so much more fun to have people taking them, like you said, in their yards, showing their climate, their birds that they see every day. and just the beauty, like you said, the beauty that surrounds you every single day.
If we just stop and look.
Yeah, and this particular time of the year is a great one to stop and look. Like you mentioned, that you love to just, go outside, look in the nesting boxes, that kind of thing.
I was going to mention this later in the podcast, but we all spend a lot of time providing for the birds, as but that's great, and we put out feed for them, we do nesting boxes for them, we tend to this and that and the other, and sometimes we forget to just stop and watch them.
Oh yeah.
Just stop and look. We're doing all this for them, and they're giving us something. They're giving us this beauty that's in our yard, this live stuff moving around, and their little life stories and all this going on. And we don't stop. And I'm guilty of this. I don't stop enough and just sit down for 5-10 minutes on the back porch and look.
Well, I'll say this for you, Richard. You're probably out there tending to them so much and putting new food down and making sure your water sources. For anybody, I will tell you, I've been to Richard's house. The entire backyard is for the birds. It is absolutely gorgeous. There are feeders everywhere and so much beautiful running water, the kind where they can hear it, they can take a little shower in and they can keep clean. But Richard's yard is definitely dedicated to the birds. And so I'm more the lazy birder, that I do go outside at the end of my day and just sit down and watch them, but I could do more for them. I could clean nesting boxes more often. But again, we want you to tell us where you're watching from, if you entered our contest, and if you have any pictures of birds that you want to upload in the comments, we'd love to see those as well. Not as part of the contest, but just to see. And we do need to let you know, when do you think it'll be? Maybe sometime in July when we announce those semifinals, Richard, are you thinking that?
Yeah, if we're lucky.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be too much later than that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to take our time. It's a very tough decision for us. And we go back and sit it aside for a while, come back and look. Because sometimes it's just so hard to judge between some of the pictures. Which is this one better than that one?
These aren't coming into focus. I hate that. This must be the last part of the video, and they're not. Maybe they don't stay on there long enough to come into full focus. But yeah, so once we do name those semifinalists, and you just need more months, right, in the calendar because there's so many beautiful pictures. But once we get those narrowed from, I don't know, maybe 30, 50 semifinalists, then we'll put all those out on Facebook. We'll announce all of that. We'll give you the chance to vote for your favorites. We'll name the winners, and then, send out the prizes, and then we'll show you later in the year the actual calendar and which ones made it into the calendar. So, Lydia, I'm so glad you're watching from South Carolina, and Renee is watching from Akron, so thank you. And I know both of them entered our contest, and we're so glad. Oh, wow.
Okay. This makes me want to go out and take some pictures. It's actually been a while since I've just gone out there and just taken some pictures.
Yeah. I do take pictures every once in a while with my iPhone, but I'll tell you, that it's nothing like these. I love that they can get so close up sometimes in the bird's face. And it's so important to offer them water and have lots of water around your house, especially during the summer. If we forget to talk about that, definitely know how important it is to have that running water around your house, that fresh water. We're also going to talk a little bit about hummers today, since we're seeing a hummer there. I wanted to mention that because from what I understand, sometimes people are not feeding hummers the right type of food.
Maybe not.
And Coles has solved that. So we only have about one more minute to watch these. But you guys who are watching and have already commented, just let us know what do you think about all these pictures? What are your thoughts as you see the many pictures entered in the contest?
Well, I'm certainly enjoying the show. I've had a chance to sit down and watch all these pictures.
Exactly.
I have not seen them yet.
Yeah. So this is your
I'm
first
glued to
time
the screen.
seeing. Yeah. I've had a chance to see a few of them as they came in, but not really to sit down and take a nice long look. And it is nice to do so. Like I mentioned earlier, lots of woodpeckers, right?
Yeah. This year's judging is going to be tough. It always is, but it's going to be tough.
All right, we're almost to the end. There we go. So we hope you enjoyed that show. And now we want to talk a little bit about, Lee. Lee tells us gorgeous entries. Yes, absolutely. Such great stories that you can tell just in a snapshot, right?
Yeah.
A couple, like birds that are either feeding or look like they're at odds. So many beautiful stories there.
Hello, this is Richard Cole. I want to thank each of you for watching, and I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to share it.